Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. We're playing some Front Office Football 7. So Cutler is out. McCullen is Bruce Sturm. He's probable. Josh Norman is probable. Slauson is questionable with a sprained knee. Porter is out with a high ankle sprain for about 9 weeks. One thing we may do is we're going to deactivate Sutton, bring in Gunther Thurman. Gunther Thurman it will be playing. Guthrie, playing on the left side. And so we will go with that. So, let's see the scouting report. Going against the Rams. Nick Foles is going to be the quarterback. Todd Gurley, running back. Zane Riley will be the fullback. Lance Kenner's tight end. Receivers, Kenny Britton, Tavon Austin. On the line, it's going to be Greg Robinson, Roger Saffold, Darren Ward, Jamon Brown, Andrew Donnell. On defense, Chris Long, Aaron Donald, Nick Farley, and Robert Quinn, a good front four. Alec Ogletree, James Laurinaitis, and Keem Ayers will be the linebackers. Out wide, George Jenkins and Ross Welch. And the safeties, TJ McDonald and Rodney McLeod. So let's see what the preview is. Quarterback's the same because we're going with fails this week. Rams have better running back. Receivers the same. They have better offensive line and defensive line. Linebackers the same. They have better secondary and special teams. Coaching is the same. Our wide receivers against their corners the same, and then our corners against their receivers are the same. Their front seven is better than my blockers, and their blockers are better than my front seven. So they are 31st offensively and 22nd defensively. We're 7th offensively and 16th defensively. We are given a point spread of 5 here. We are 23rd in rushing. They are 20th. We're 17 in rush defense. They're 21st. We are 12th in our passing offense. They're 31st. And we are 21st in our pass defense. And they're 25th. So this should be a pretty even game here. See how this goes. They are 1-7. We're 3-5. So let's see how this goes. We will get the ball first. So Fails going to give it to Matt Forte, loses 4. Second 14 to Langford, gets 3. Third and 11. Fails to Alshon Jeffrey, catches it for 24 yards on George Jenkins for a first down. Forte catches that pass for 11 yards. First and 10 from the 45. Porteish gets that one for 4. Second 6. 1 to Forte for 5 yards. Third and 1. Forte breaks a pair of tackles, gets 14 yards, and getting to the 22 of St. Louis. And that is intercepted by TJ McDonald. So Britt catches that one for 1 yard. Falls to Todd Gurley, loses 4. It's going to be a defensive battle here in St. Louis. Taylor Austin can't haul that one in. So fails the Langford, goes for 3. Second 7. Forte stopped for no gain. Third and 7. Jeffrey, and that's blocked to the line. Holding on St. Louis, so lose some yards there. Todd Gurley gets 13 yards on that carry. Falls to Wes Welker for 3. One to Todd Gurley for 3 yards. Third and 4. Foles. Gurley, 3 yards short, and it'll be punted. So here's David Fails to Langford for 3 yards. Fails to Forte for 4 yards. Third and 3. Fails. Langford, 1 yard short, and 3 and out. So Todd Gurley breaks a pair of tackles for 14 yards. Foles to Britt for 2 yards. Second and 8. Gurley is off to the races for 23 yards, getting to the Chicago 37. So Todd Gurley gets 5 yards. Chicago's offside, so they'll take the offside penalty. Kendricks will get that one for 13 yards. Looks like there was a little scuffle there. And that one's a holding. Gurley gets 9 yards. Second and 11. Tavon Austin, that's incomplete. Knocked down. And there's Shea McClellan on the sack. So we'll put up 3 points there in the field goal. Fails to Forte for 2 yards into the first quarter. Second and 8. Langford get 1. Third and 7, and that's only 3 yards there. It's just punted back. So Foles to Gurley for 8 yards. Foles to Trey Mason, stop for no gain. Third and 2. Trey Mason loses 1, and that will be punted. So fails to Langford for 1 yard. 2nd 9, fails, that's incomplete. 1 to Marquise Wilson, and that's incomplete as well. So Foles there, going Lamar Houston, and that doesn't go anywhere there. Getting 5 yards there. Todd Gurley. Gurley gets 1 yard, so it's going to be punted back. McDonald's is blitzing there as that one's incomplete. Fails to Forte, gets 1. There's a pile up. It is fumbled, but is recovered. So fails a lob, and that is intercepted by Janoris Jenkins. Like, wow. Foles rushes, scrambles for 5 yards, so it's going to be punted back. So fails to Matt Forte, catches the ball for 12 yards on 1st down. Foles scrambles for 2 yards. Langford rushes for 7. 3rd 1. Langford, 1 yard on 1st down. Fails there to Langford, good for 3 yards. 2nd 7. Forte stopped for no gain, and he loses the ball, but Chicago recovers. And it fails a sack, so it's punted back. Foles gives it to Riley, gets 8 yards. Trey Mason gets 1. 2-minute warning. Todd Gurley loses 3. It's going to be punted back to Chicago. Chicago fails to Marquise Wilson, and that is intercepted by Janoris Jenkins. So Kenny Britt, that's incomplete. Foles slings it to Kenny Britt again, and that's incomplete. Foles to Kendricks, 8 yards. He's short, and that is partially blocked. Field goal. So Bennett, that's incomplete. 1 to Marquise Wilson, and that is a hurried throw. 1 to Marquise Wilson again. That's intercepted by McLeod in return for a touchdown. So that's bad at the line. So fails, loses 4 as he kneels it down. So St. Louis with a 10-point lead. Foles to Gurley for 3 yards. Foles to Tavon Austin, that's incomplete. 1 to Todd Gurley, catches the pass for 22 yards, and Chicago is melting down here. Gurley for 6 yards. Foles to Gurley for another 6 yards on a 1st down. Britt gets that one for 12 yards and a 1st down to the 4. Gurley gets it and punches it in. St. Louis just obliterating the Bears in St. Louis. Alshon Jeffrey catches that one for 4 yards, and Marquise Wilson picks up the fumble and returns it for a touchdown. So Foles loses 2 yards, and Chicago has some life there. Tavon Austin gets 15 yards, but it's offensive holding, so it's coming back. Trey Mason gets 4 yards. 3rd and 12. Foles. Todd Gurley gets 5 yards. Can be punted to Chicago. Getting to the 40. Langford there loses 1. 2nd 11. Forte catches the pass for 14, and that's a 1st down. Fails to Kevin White, incomplete, knocked down. 1, 2. Matt Forte on a screen pass, loses 3. 3rd and 13. Langford makes a reception, loses 1. And Robbie Gould will put it in, making a 7-point game. So Foles to Riley, 2 yards. False start, making it 2nd 13. Todd Gurley is 28 yards, and we just can't stop Gurley right now. Gurley gets 8 yards there. 2nd and 2. Foles is sacked by Jarvis Jenkins. Booker gets 11 yards on a 1st down now. So Tavon Austin, that's incomplete. False start, making it 2nd 15 to 40. Mason gets 2 yards. 3rd and 13. Kenny Britt, and that's knocked down. It's punted. So fails to Langford into the secondary for 30 yards. Get some going here. Fails to Langford, gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8 from the 33 of the Bears. Forte gets 2. 3rd and 6. Forte, Langford, secondary, 23 yards on the 1st down. 14-20 left in the game. Forte gets 3 yards there. Fumbled, and Bushra comes up with it. Forte gets 3 yards there. 3rd and 4. Pitch to Forte, gets 9 yards, and that's a 1st down to the 27 of the Rams. Forte makes a catch, loses 1 though. 2nd and 11. Forte gets 10 yards, but it's holding. So Forte plows for 2 yards. 3rd and 19. Short pass to Langford, gets 2. Robbie Gould will put that one through the uprights, making it 17-13, 4-point game. Foles to Gurley for 16 yards. Foles to Gurley again, gets 2 yards this time. 2nd and 8 from the 42. Gurley gets in the secondary for 13 yards. 1st and 10 for the Bears, 45, and that's incomplete, knocked down by Kyle Fuller. Gurley gets 2. Gurley gets 6. Short. Foles goes for it. Fuller can't knock it away, and they will get a 1st down. Gurley gets 3. Gurley gets 5, making it 3rd and 2 from the 21. Welker catches it for 6 and a first down to the 15. Foles to Cook for a 15-yard touchdown, making it a 11-point game. Fails those to White, it's knocked down. Fails those to Jeffrey, catches it for 12 yards on a first down. 3:17 left. Langford makes the reception for 3. This one to Kevin White for 13 yards, getting to the 42 and a first down. Fails a sack by a safety blitz, it looks like. Jeffrey drops that ball. Forte catches the ball for 7. 4th and 7. It's kicked for the field goal, making it looks like an 8-point game. So Gurley only gains 1. Gurley only gains 1 again. Chicago another timeout, 3rd and 8. Gurley gets 4. And it's only punted back. So fails to Bennett for 34 yards. We're down by 8. Fails to the screen to Forte, loses 2. 48 seconds left. Fails, spikes the ball. Fails to Zach Miller, incomplete. Unnecessary roughness, so automatic first down. Fails a sack, 13. Fails, spikes the ball. Fails, deep throw. And it is not caught. So Alshon Jeffrey can't haul that one down for the touchdown. So we went down 24-16 against the Rams because Cutler was hurt. Let's see how this one looks. So, yeah, Marquise Wilson, 61-yard fumble return. We do 4 picks to their 0, so we really didn't do much on the turnover side. Gurley, 26 attempts, $148, 1 touchdown. Langford, 15 carries, 76 yards. Forte, 13 carries, 41 yards. Bale, 17-34, $139, took 3 sacks, 4 interceptions. Bale's 15-25, $137, 1 touchdown. On the receiving, very pedestrian day on our side, really on both sides. George Jenkins, 2 interceptions. Rodney McLeod, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. And McDonald had another interception. On defense, McClellan had 1 sack. Jenkins had 1 sack. On the other side, McLeod had 1 sack. Long had 1 sack. And that half is between Robert Quinn and looks like Cameron Lynch, which could not get it together, essentially. So color is 100%. So let us I should not have went with Brandon Wayne. I should have picked up another rookie. Could use punter, left tackle, fullback, Jimmy Stewart, Kato Derrick. Jason Ogden. I think it's Jason Ogden. Brian Malik. Ed Woods. Dwight Ballard. Adam Porter. Kyle Love. Paul Soliai is there. Where is he? Trey McBride. Joe Mays. David Burton. Shelly Smith. Mitch Unrin. I'm going to bring in Mitch Unrin again. All right. I'm going to keep Slauson out. Porter out. We're good there. Cutler needs to go. Can't get it going. We're bringing him. And I'm going to get Cornelius Washington. Slauson here. Guthrie here. It's going to be Guthrie. Montgomery's going to be there. Leno, Fablice. Okay, cool. Basic defense. So Unren, Goldman, Sutton, Ferguson, Houston. Looks good. Golan looks good. Defense looks good. Dime looks good. Alright, let's do this. View scouting report. So Denver Broncos. Peyton Manning's good. Yeah. So Ware's probable. Ryan Clay's probable. Norwood's questionable. Demaryius Thomas is doubtful. So is James Friends is doubtful. And then Robert Ducart. So Robert Ducart is probable. He'll be starting at center. So C.J. Anderson will be getting the back ball at running back. Robbie Ruiz fullback. Tight ends Vernon Davis. The receivers will be Emmanuel Sanders and Cody Lattimore. As Thomas may not be playing. On left, on the line, Ryan Harris, Evan Mathis, Robert Ducart, Luis Vasquez, and Ryan Clady. Ryan Clady is probable, so it looks like he'll be playing. No one on defense, so we'll be playing against a stacked Denver defense. Vance Walker, Sylvester Williams, Malik Jackson, Von Miller, Brandon Marshall, Jake Peroni, DeMarcus Ware, Aqib Talib, Chris Terrace, DJ Ward, and Darren Stewart. Wow, that is a very, very stacked team. Obviously. Very, very stacked team. So I'm guessing Denver by a good margin, yeah. They are second defensively in points. So they are 5th offensively and actually 21st defensively. We're 18th offensively and 14th defensively. And we're a horrible turnover margin. But they're better probably because Peyton Manning. And we pretty much aren't better at them at anything besides running back. And our blockers are better than their front 7. I don't know how, but okay. Wow. We're going to get destroyed this time. See how this goes. So Denver elects to receive. So Peyton Manning will be on the field first. So Manning to C.J. Anderson, that's incomplete. Manning to Sanders, catching a pass for 44 yards. Manning to Cody Lattimore, and that's intercepted by, looks like Shane McClellan as it was batted. Forte loses 3. Langford loses 1. And 14, Kevin White gets that one for 3. It really doesn't go anywhere, so it's punted. So Peyton Manning to Vernon Davis catches 1. Legal shift, so they lose 5. C.J. Anderson gets 6. 3rd 9. Anderson gets 2. 3rd and 7. Owen Daniels drops a pass. So holding on punt return, so we use some large there. Forte loses 2. 2nd 12. Forte gets 5. Offensive holding is coming back. 2nd 15 from 3. And that is a 22-yard reception by Kevin White. Langford goes for 2 yards. False start, so it's 2nd and 13. Forte gets 3. 3rd and 10. 1 to Kevin White. Makes a catch. Can't go anywhere. Only gets 3. Just punted back to Peyton. Peyton to Sanders for 3 yards. C.J. Anderson gets 7 there. And a 1st down. So Cody Lattimore catches that one for 17 yards. Ronnie Hillman comes in the game. Only gets 3. 1 to Vernon Davis, and that's intercepted by Josh Norman. So Langford loses 4. 2nd 14. Alshon Jeffrey makes a reception for 14 yards on 1st down. So Langford gets 6 there on that run. Get to the 35. Forte gets 2. 3rd and 2 from the 37 of the Bears. Cutler is sacked there, and it'll be punted back to Peyton Manning. Manning to Anderson for 1 yard, and Denver has a legal shift, so they lose 5. Hillman gets that. Catches that one for 9 yards. Anderson will get 8 and a 1st down. So Jarvis Jenkins puts some pressure. Anderson gets 16 though over the middle, 1st down. That is batted down by Pernell McPhee. Anderson gets 12 yards on that catch. 1 to Cody Latimer. That's no game. Second 10, tipped in, intercepted by Adrian Amos. So Forte gets one there, offsides by Denver though. Kevin White catches that one for 14 yards, a 0-0 game going into the second quarter. Langford loses one. Forte gets that one back. Third and 10. One to Marquise Wilson, and it's a bad throw there as it's punted back to Peyton. They have a false start. So that is actually knocked down, but the Bears do offsides. Hellman gets 6 there. Anderson gets 10 there on that run. 10:41 to go. Anderson gets 5. Second 5 and 37. Anderson gets 2. Third and 3. To Emmanuel Sanders gets 11 and a first down, getting down to the 50. C.J. Anderson rushed for 3 there. 1 to Vernon Davis, and that's Vernon Davis is knocked down by Fuller. Latimer gets 6, but he's short. So they will go with it. And Hillman will pick up that 1 yard. So first down. C.J. Anderson, no gain. 1 to Anderson again, gets 3. Third and 7 from the 37 to Emmanuel Sanders, catches it for 17 yards on first down to the Chicago 20. Emmanuel Sanders catches another one for 17 yards down to Chicago 3. First goal from the 3, and Anderson stopped 1 yard short. Latimer gets that 1 yard and a touchdown as Vernon Davis goes down that play, so Denver takes the lead. Forte gets 1. Second 9, Kevin White gets 6 there. Third and 3 from their own 27. White will get nothing, and it's holding, but they will decline it. So there was a actual penalty there on that kick as Forte gets 24 yards. Getting down to the Broncos 44. That one's a long bomb. Another long bomb. It's incomplete. Third and 10 to White, and that's a double coverage and can't go anywhere, so it's punted back. So man, C.J. Anderson gets 15 yards. $1:04 left. One to C.J. Anderson again gets 10 yards down to 34. 22 seconds left. Anderson, and it's intercepted by Adrian Amos, his second of the day. Marquise Wilson, that can't get there, and looks like that was a long bomb that was intercepted, and then that other long bomb doesn't go anywhere. So Forte loses 4 there. Jeffrey, but that one's tipped and intercepted by Chris Harris. Latimer loses 2, false start. They lose 5. So Hillman gains 8, third and 9. To Hillman gets 5, and so they will kick a field goal, making a 10-0 game. Forte has 10-yard rush, and that'll be a first down. Forte gets 3 yards there. Second 7. Cutler to White, 8 yards, first down. Bears are trying to get on the board for the first time today. Forte gets 2. One is a screen pass, but unsportsmanlike conduct in Denver, and then a false start. So Langford gets 15 yards in that first down, getting to the Broncos 32. Forte gets 10 yards there, getting to the 22 now. Forte loses 7, but there's holding and it's declined. Forte gets 1 yard, third and 16. Cutler to Marquise Wilson gets the pass for 7 yards, and they will make a dent, making it 10-3. So here's Peyton Manning to C.J. Anderson for 7 yards. Manning to Hillman gets 5 yards on the first down. Manning given to C.J. Anderson for 3 yards. Offsides for Chicago. They will take that penalty. Anderson goes for 11 yards, getting to Chicago 37. Anderson gets 3. Second and 7. Anderson gets 12. Ball start. First and 15 from the 27. That is incomplete. Second 15. Sanders actually loses 4. Another one to Sanders, and he can't haul it down, so it's punted. So Cutler to Forte, and no gain. Cutler to Forte again gets 2. Third and 8. Cutler, thrown to Martellus Bennett, gets 7, and it is short. So it's punted back, legal chop block there by Denver. So Fowler doesn't get the pass there. Fowler gets 3. Third and 7. Manning, Fowler, 10 yards, first down, end of the third quarter. C.J. Anderson gets 6. The Bears need to fight and stop Peyton Manning. Anderson catches that one for 3. Third 1. Center, Hillman, loses 2, and it's punted back. There is a little low block there, but Forte loses 1. Jeffrey catches the pass for 36 yards and a first down to the Bears 42. So Forte there loses 2. Cutler to Langford loses 1. Third and 13. Gives it to Forte and only gets 1, and so it's punted back to Peyton Manning. Norwood there catches that one for 20 yards. Peyton Manning, C.J. Anderson gets 5 there. Second 5 from the 45. Anderson gets 6. Getting into Bears territory. Hillman goes 7 yards. They lose a substitution, so that's coming back. First and 15, that's a bad throw. Peyton Manning to Anderson. Stop, no gain. 3rd and 15 from the 46, and Manning is sacked by Lamar Houston. 6:59 left. Forte getting 11 yards on that pitch. Forte getting another big run there, 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Forte loses 2. 3rd and 3. Cutler, Jeffrey, 3 yards. 1st down. 1st and 10. White catches that one, double coverage for 8 yards. Forte rushes for 5 yards, getting a 1st down. 3:15 left. Bears are trying to tie the game. Forte gets 4 yards. Forte, this one, catches a pass for 19 yards. Incomplete pass that was overthrown. Cutler Martellus Bennett. Bennett juggles and drops it. False start. 3rd 15. Forte gets 12 yards, 2-minute warning. Cutler has to convert. Forte does not do a turnover on downs. So Anderson goes for 3. Chicago calls their first timeout. Anderson goes for 3, calls their second timeout. Gives it to Hillman, gets 3, and he's short 1 yard. So Chicago has 1:12 left. Cutler, Marquise Wilson for 4 yards, 51 seconds left. Cutler to Alshon Jeffrey, catches it for 17 yards on 1st down. 24 seconds left. Cutler spikes the ball, 22 seconds left. Cutler to Forte, and it's intercepted by Chris Harris, the 2nd of the day. So it looks like Peyton Manning escapes a very close game here in Chicago. And this is looking like the real Bears season here. I'm losing games by a very close margin. So Cutler threw 2 picks, and Peyton Manning threw 4. So that's a big one there. And we missed a field goal. So Forte, 24 carries, 68 yards. C.J. Anderson, 22 carries, $126. Peyton Manning, 20 of 31, $192. Took 1 sack, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Cutler, 21 of 33, 195 yards, 1 sack, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. On the receiving, Kevin White, 8 catches for 64 yards. Alshon Jeffrey, 4 catches for 70 yards. On the other side, Manuel Sanders, 6 catches for 88 yards, but otherwise pedestrian day there. Chris Harris with 2 interceptions. Amos has 2 interceptions. Sam McClellan has 1, and Josh Norman has the other. On defense, Mark Houston gets the lone sack for Chicago, and the other lone sack is shared by Shane Ray and Derek Wolfe there for the Bears. So we are definitely going to have to take a hard look at ourselves. He's good. Josh Norman, deep thigh bruise. I mean, we are 3-7. We'd have to probably win out. Green Bay is still 10-0. And we are playing Green Bay this week. I might hold. Let's play Josh Norman. Yeah, let's play him right now. So next episode, we'll go in week 12, play Green Bay, as well as going to week 13 and play San Francisco at home. So I will see you guys next time. Later.